This is Dr. David Dahlman again, and welcome back to the last in my series of video consultations about irritable bowel syndrome. In this video, we will talk about my step-by-step thought process that describes what to do at any given stage of your progress through my treatment program. This process is discussed in detail in my free report at drdahlman.com. All patients begin with the same all-natural supplements and dietary rules, but there are two concerns as far as dealing with possible bacterial problems in your system. I ask this question before you begin this protocol. Do you get an increase in upper gastrointestinal symptoms, that's belly button and up, within 30 to 45 minutes after eating every meal? So in other words, do any of the symptoms that you experience regularly throughout the day dramatically increase within 30 to 45 minutes after every meal? Don't think about that, what happened to you yesterday after lunch, and you remember a few times last week. The most important word in this question is every. So, do you get an increase in gas and bloating, stomach aches, burping, or belching? If the answer is yes, you have an anaerobic bacterial problem that needs to be eliminated. So, we have to change the supplements you will be using. Do not purchase the Ultra Clear Sustain for the first month. Instead, use Candibactin BR and Ulcinex. These two new supplements will kill these bacteria and end the symptoms that you're experiencing after every meal. You may have to use them for 2 months. The dosages for each of them are detailed on page 23 of my free report. Start the Ultra Clear Sustain after you are finished with the Candibactin BR and Ulcinex. Now, if you are finished with this anaerobic protocol or it never even applied to you, the second thing in the step-by-step process is to watch for is a dramatic increase in gas and bloating after you begin all the supplements. This increase will be so great that you will notice it in the first day or two of using the supplements, and it's so bad, your family may ask you to move out of the house. Now, in all seriousness, this is a great clinical indicator that you have a population of aerobic bacteria or another organism living inside you needing to be identified by a stool test and eliminated. Stop the Ultra Clear Sustain and call my office to have the stool test arranged. Don't worry, the gas will go away in a day or two. Most patients won't have either of these two bacterial problems, and you will just be moving forward through my protocol. But what happens if you get 6 to 8 weeks into my program and you still have some symptoms that have not been affected by all you've done so far? This is where we rely on these next steps. First, review that you are following to the letter and 100% my big 3 dietary rules: no cheating. If you are, then consider eliminating fructose and/or gluten from your diet. Read my description about how to do that in my free report and decide which of these 2 food groups you are eating the most of, and stop as I describe how to do in the free report. If you eliminate fructose first and that doesn't end all of your symptoms, then also stop eating gluten-containing foods. If that doesn't do it, we will need to do a food allergy test. If following the results of that test doesn't make you symptom-free and you never ever did a stool test, we will do one at that point. Remember, this step-by-step process is detailed in my free report on page 21 for your review. Okay, we've come to an end of the information about IBS, what it is, why you have it, and some details about my successful protocol to conquer it. If you wish to use the all-natural supplements I suggest in these videos and in my report, please return to drdahlman.com and click on Visit the Online Store. This will open a new window, then click on Register Here. The new screen requires you to pick a username and password along with providing some other information. Click on Register at the bottom of the page, and that will take you to the next page that confirms your registration and asks you to log in by using your newly created username and password to enter the store. Then click on Online Store in the upper left of the page. Choose the product package called Ultra Clear Sustain Supplement Package. The supplements you will need for a 1-month supply are listed in my report, but they are 1 lactovidin, 1 bifovidin, 1 azeopangan, 1 Metagest, 1 Intisol, and 2 jars of Ultra Clear Sustain. If you have the anaerobic bacterial problem mentioned earlier in this video, delete the Ultra Clear Sustain and add 2 Candibactin BRs and 2 Ulcinexes for a 1-month supply. As I mentioned, all of this is detailed in print for your review in my free report. If you haven't read all of that yet, all of the information presented in these 4 videos, including the supplements to be used, will be much clearer once you do. For more detailed discussion about IBS, please go to Amazon and purchase my best-selling book called Why Doesn't My Doctor Know This? Conquering Irritable Bowel Syndrome, Crohn's, and Colitis. Thank you very much for your time. Please don't suffer anymore. Use the information presented here, as it will conquer all of your symptoms and you will no longer have IBS. If you have any questions, you can email me at info@drdahlman.com, or please feel free to call my office and you can speak directly to me. Till next time, thanks for listening.